All right, crazy busy week this week. I think every single night, in fact, I know every single night we had something going on, and in the daytime as well. We even made a visit Sunday afternoon between church services that we couldn't schedule at another time. So we ate a lot of Pakistani food this week, and I love it, but I think I'm too old to be eating all of this Pakistani food. It's about to kill me. Well, you enjoy it.
I do.
Gwen likes it. She has no problem with it. We had all of our regular meetings. In fact, we were so busy. We have our meetings on Zoom, so we're able to do that from anywhere. And Wednesday night, we had our prayer meeting from a family's house. And just not enough days in the week to get it all done, all the discipleship work and all of the visiting in homes. And so they like us to come and just visit regular as well.
They do. They don't get out that much, so they enjoy having people come and visit. And our boys are friends with their boys, and so it's time for our kids to get out and get to have some fun.
Yeah, it's not that we're that interesting. They just have nothing else going on. We did do some construction work also there at the church in the backyard. And what's it called?
A tandoor.
Gwen knows Urdu better than me.
Pakistani oven.
Yeah, it's an oven, which is basically a great big clay pot that they use. They put coal in the bottom and they cook naan bread. And that is like the original, the way you're supposed to make naan bread. And we built that because on Easter Sunday, we're planning to have a special meal. Everyone's going to bring food, and we're providing the bread and the tea. So what else did we have this week?
Our teen service this week was in person, and that was a huge blessing. We had 22 teenagers, and we did a pizza party and played games, and they did not want to go home. They had not been together in quite a while, so they were enjoying their fellowship also.
We had a good group.
We did.
I think there were over 20 teenagers there in the meeting. Then Friday, something else happened.
Yes, we have a new addition in our Pakistani family, a new little baby boy. Baby Peter arrived on Friday and weighed 6 pounds, and he's healthy.
Yes, and Gwen and I had this thing where I believed the baby was not coming until April because his mother was still teeny tiny. But Gwen assured me the baby was coming in March, and she was right again. So the baby, it's not his real name, Peter. This family, the mother, she converted from Islam, became a Christian, and because of the persecution that came, they moved here to Thailand. So for those of you who gave to baby Peter and to help out, that was enough to pay all of the delivery expenses, and she had a cesarean. It covered all of their medical bills, and they had a few $100s left over when they got back to their little apartment, so they could buy some baby stuff because they did not have a single diaper, blanket, nothing at all. They had nothing. You go to their little house, they don't have a chair. There's no table in their little apartment. They've got one bed and they've got one little dresser, and that's it. And so they're very, very grateful. I wish I could show you a video of them. They were just, wanting me to convey to all of you who gave that they really are grateful and they really appreciate your generosity. So Gwen enjoyed holding the baby.
Oh, yes.
I did too. We had a special prayer for the baby, and it was good. It was a good week.
It was a good week.
It was a busy week. It was a good week. All those sermons, you have to study for those. You can't just you can't. I don't have a book with all my old sermons. I can just go through and preach a sermon.
And there's a running joke between everyone right now because he teaches Bible study to the men on Fridays. I teach Bible study to the ladies on Saturday, and then he preaches again Sunday morning. And the Lord knows what these people need and what we need, because for the last 3 weeks, all 3 of those have blended together perfectly, and it's been amazing to see how the Lord has worked.
Yes, and so we're just kind of the tip of the spear, and the Lord's controlling all of it,
and we don't exchange notes. So
no, I don't know what she's teaching on Saturday. It's not that I don't care. I just I'm busy. I have other stuff going on. Well, what do we have for next week? Visa stuff. Pray that that'll come in.
Yes.
We're waiting on a bureaucracy to give us a letter that we have to take to another bureaucracy in order to apply for an extension to our visa. It's stuff most missionaries are going through. So we're not complaining. We're just saying, pray for us. We're going to do whatever we need to do, to be able to kick the can down the road and stay here as long as we can.
But we did talk to the man who is in charge of the paperwork this week for us, and he said that the government is seriously behind on a lot of that, and most everyone is getting their paperwork the day it expires. So we are planning for maybe sitting in a parking lot waiting on a piece of paper so that we can go to immigration and get our visa on time.
So it's one department of government in one place in Bangkok that has the letter that we need, and after COVID, all the foreigners flooded back into Thailand, and they don't have staff to handle all that paperwork. And so they are basically doing the paperwork of the people whose documents expire that day and trying to get it done. So when we get the paperwork from there, we have to run across to immigration on the other side of town. And normally we get to immigration at 6 a.m. so that we don't spend all day there. Well, if we're not, the other government office doesn't open till 9 o'clock. So we're going to have to wait on the letter from 1 and then try to get over to immigration in time. So it's just a hassle. But be in prayer about that. And then continuing ministry work. Pray about Easter. We have a special program at Easter time. We're expecting a really good crowd, and praying the Lord will move during that time. And that's it, right?
I think that's it.
Thank you all for your prayers. Thank you for your faithful support. And until next week, God bless you.